Hi everyone! This video is going to provide a brief overview of our Twig Science resource. We use this resource for our elementary, kindergarten through grade 5 science classes. The first thing that you're going to want to do is open up a new tab. And Morrison Academy has done a fantastic job of providing Go links. That way you can easily access all of our resources. The specific Go link that you're going to use is go.mca.org.tw/clever. You're going to log in through Clever using your teacher access. Once you log into Clever, you will see all of the apps that Morrison Academy has provided, and all the resources that Morrison Academy has provided. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and then click on Twig Science. Once I open Twig Science, I will see the dashboard. On the dashboard, you have the opportunity to look at all of the grade level content all the way to grade 6. We do not use grade 6, we use only kindergarten through grade 5. You may also look at the other features at the top. We're going to focus today from the teacher dashboard and the assess. But first, let's look at a module. We're going to use grade 5 for this demonstration. I'm going to click into grade 5 and I'm going to notice a few things at the top. First, I have my performance expectation progression chart. I can watch a quick video over the structure of Twig Science. I can also view the kit list. This kit list has specifically been used for your kits that you have in your classroom. And then I can look at the phenomena tracker. Now let's look at the modules. I can see that I begin with a 0 module, and I can scroll down and I see 4 different modules. Let's look at the 0 module for just a moment. The 0 module is there so that way you and your class can get comfortable with the Twig platform. You can also use the 0 module to set up your science expectations. And you can use the 0 module just to have your kids begin enjoying learning from the lens of a scientist. All of the classroom specific content areas have a 0 module. Now let's look at Module 1. Module 1 has the title, Matter Mysteries Hotline. There's a brief overview of the module, and then I have the module phenomenon, what is matter made of. Then I see that there are 65 standards that are aligned to this module. I can enter the module by clicking here or by using the pull down here. Once I go into the module, I see that there's the module, table of contents, and then the assessments. Let's look at the driving questions. Each of the modules have driving questions. The driving questions are also known as the chapters. So for this module, I have 6 chapters or 6 driving questions or DQs. So let's click in DQ1. If I click in DQ1, I notice that at the top I have the teacher background knowledge. That's going to give me all the information about the content that I'm going to be teaching. I can view the assessments. I have a word wall, all the cards. I can print them out and place them in my classroom or place them around for students to view. I can also look at the Twig Coach lesson info. I'll look at that in just a moment. So if we scroll down, we see that we have options for the full course lessons or the fast track lessons. If I choose to use the full course lessons, the kits that are located in your classroom align with the full course lessons. But maybe I'm looking at all of these lessons and I notice that if within my scope and sequence, I don't have enough time to hit all of these lessons. So I'm going to use the fast track lessons, and that's okay. So I notice here that there are 7 in the full course option, or there are only 3. But I notice here for lesson 1, I have 11 standards, but I only have 4 standards here. That's up for you to decide and determine as the teacher. I can also scroll down and look at the Twig Coach lessons. These lessons have been designed and created specifically for virtual learning. So if we do have an online learning opportunity for whatever reason, you can use the Twig Coach lessons. It's basically a sign and go. You do not have to use any part of your kits. Everything is digital. You would assign it and let your students go. So that is a virtual learning option. But for your classroom and for your live instruction, you're going to use either the full course lessons or the fast track lessons. Let's go into one of the lessons. So here's lesson 1. I see that I have an overview. I can look at the lesson in depth, or I can view my digital resources. I can also present the lesson right here from this tab. If I look at the overview, I can look basically at the structure of the class that I would be teaching. I have a spark or the hook for 10 minutes. I can investigate, report, connect, and then come back and reflect together as a class. I can then look at the standards. These are the content standards, and the science and engineering practices are SEP standards that are aligned within this lesson. If I'm cross-cutting and I'm using my ELA standards, I can click here and I can see and use these speaking and listening standard for informing my ELA instruction, or I can use the math standard that have been closely aligned. I can look at the 3D learning objectives, which are here. I can look at all the resources, and then the prep. What do I need to do for my prep time? So that is an overview of just one lesson. If I look at the top again, I can go here to assign and share. I can assign it, then share it with my students. I can look at the Twig book, or right here I can view the teacher background knowledge. Let's go back to the home part of our Module 1. Here on this side, I can look at the Teacher Edition book. If I click on the Teacher Edition book, this is the spiral bound book that you have in your classroom, except it's a digital format. So I can skip all of this and go straight to what I need to do, but again in digital format. I can also then look at the Twig book, which is the student version of the digital book that they will be using. Lesson 1, 2, 3, all of this is again digital. I can then go and watch the videos very quickly over on the side. If I go back to the top, I can click on Assess, and I just want to take a moment to see the assessments. I can go to the Assessment Center, and that's going to show me all of the assessments that are available for all of our grade levels. I can then go to the Assessment Explorer. If I look at the Assessment Explorer, I can quickly click on Grade 5, select my module, Module 1, and then I can quickly see where my assessments are embedded within my lesson. I'm going to click on Formative because I want to quickly go to my formative, my informal assessments, and where are they? I see that they're in the DQ2, or the driving question number 2. It's lesson 2, and we're going to do an investigation. But I want to look at my summative assessment, so that's going to be my performance task. So if I see my performance task, which is at the end of the unit or the module, but here I see there's a performance expectation, DQ2, driving question 2, lesson 4. I see that I have SEP 8, SEP 6 that I'm going to have my students do. I can view it, I can look at the teacher edition, I can also look at my student edition. So you have lots of options here to assess, and then lots of options to view all of the content that you can find on Twig Science. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Thank you.